What's up, everybody? People call me Claptrap. We're taking a look at Palisades Invader Zim toys, some of the more rarer of the set. This is actually a part 2 to a complete series unboxing that I've been doing. I've been collecting these for quite a while and ended up with 2 sets. We're going to be unboxing a lot of these today and taking a look at the more rare, more expensive toys that they have here. Well, I guess we'll start with the special edition figure set of Doom. It's definitely the biggest box that there is in the whole entire set, and has a lot of things that I've been waiting to see how they drop into the Series 1 and Series 2. So I guess we'll get started. Alright, well that's the figures that they have in there. Not like I need another tallest red after opening the Series 1, Series 2. I've already got 2 of those. I've already got 2 Miss Bidders, but this is kind of fun maybe to put behind her. But a little bit more accessories, you know, to go out there. Boy, they came with a lot of accessories, so. Okay, so the special edition figure set of Doom comes with everything you see here. Anyways, we got the tallest red here. I'm not quite sure what his variance is from the exclusive. He's also kind of a darker green. But we've got the screaming Zim and stuff, and that's great. You know, he's in the human disguise, so that you know, he's just got a really great expression. He's got a really thin. He's got a really thin tongue that comes out there, and you know, of course, his arms come out. They articulate. You know, they go out, they go in. So I think, you know, of course, that's always a good way to have him. One funny thing about these is that the right hand it comes off. Actually, you know, I thought that you know, I had a package that I had received that. Had one of these already off in the package, and I wondered to myself, you know, how it got damaged that way, but it actually left way for the boxing character that kind of fits on there, which is kind of neat. Anyways, we've got the hypnotized Dib, and he's going to fit in with Stulio. It's going to be real fun. Shadow Miss Bidder, she looks a lot cooler than I thought she would, and of course, you know, she has actually kind of like transparent limbs, you know, so she's Shadow, but she's partially transparent. You know, I don't know if you can see that in her arms, but that's kind of neat. And of course, we've got Germ here. He's kind of he's in a serious mode, but his head does swivel, so at least we can kind of do that. You know, I mean, so in the package, he was, of course, on his side, looking to the side like so, and so at least we can kind of rotate him around. You know, they all kind of articulate at the shoulders, but they heavily depend on these stands, and if you put them together and they make the squeaky sound, I recommend just kind of, you know, holding the foot only and not taking the figure and pushing him down. That's going to put the pressure on these legs here, and those have definitely been known to snap. You know, these you know, these antennae that are in the tallest red, they're hooked in the package in a funny way. Anyways, let's get to the accessories here. We've got another mini moose. This is a blue version of a mini moose, so that's kind of neat. We got another bag of crazy tacos, and we got a couple of extra garden gnomes, a couple of hot dogs. We've got another briefcase, you know, that we could use for Dib, and he also has another camera, although he already came with one. We've got another green apple with worms in it, kind of like, you know, what had come with Miss Bidders, but that one was a red apple. These little guys and stuff, the little rats, and of course we got another squirrel with a nut, you know. And now if we only had a Keef to go with all these, then that would be perfect. I could put him set up next to him. Anyways, that is the special edition figure set of Doom. Next one we're going to do is kind of a fan favorite. It's pretty rare, you know, you see one probably every 3 months or something like that pop up on the marketplace. It's the 12-inch Mega Germ. Let's see, it comes with a dog suit that you can actually put on him. When you do that, you have to take off this little thing right here, and it's a really tight fit. So one of the main problems I had when trying to get this is that you know, a lot of people say that it hasn't been opened, and you know what, it actually has been. There's a few ways you can check, but I had to get a few of them before I got one that truly wasn't open. But we can look at the condition here. It's kind of sad that this one that's been opened before has a really nice condition box. So you know, you can see that it's got a pretty deep orange there. This one right here has kind of got an undulated top, but still has the original tape on it, and you know, is a little bit faded on the front, but is undisturbed. Its wires are just woven in there just right. So yeah, I guess before we open one, we'll just kind of review him really quick. His arms don't move necessarily. You know, his head does move. It kind of, you know, goes forward and moves side to side and such. I kind of recommend having him a little bit back because he is so top heavy. You can swivel his legs to kind of get him to tilt. You know, get them fine-tuned, adjusted. You can see they'll fall over like that, so we kind of... There. I'm not going to try to put the dog suit on him right now because, you know, I mean, it's a tight fit, and to be quite honest, probably take me about 20 minutes to do it because getting the head on there is, you know, it's pretty tight, and, you know, but this works as a nice little display behind him, I guess. So yeah, we'll just take a look at the inside of him. Pulls out on his back. You always got to kind of watch the lid of this when it comes back down because it'll like to prop itself up and try to rip itself on the corner. Anyways, this is a closer look inside the box. And when we have them inside here, you can tell that you know, this wire is crimped right here. Also, you know, they're not really going through the correct holes right here. You know, they need to go through the plastic and then through the cardboard backing. I think they kind of do that on purpose so that you can't put them back in there. This black piece belongs in the back, and this antenna just fits up in a little slot in there. It's just not attached in there right now. Let's see, here's a kind of a closer view of the wires there. You know, you can see that they're wavy right here. If this was out of the factory, it'd be straight. Also, you know, they come through specific holes here, and I think they leave a few extra just to kind of confuse people. Yeah, that's a look at the inside of the box there. And let's see, we have the outfit for him and stuff, which is, you know, nice and crisp because it hasn't been stretched over his head yet. But it just sits in there just like that. Best way to tell that if it hasn't been opened yet is that the wires around the eyes, they'll be, you know, have no crimps in them, but you can see a twist in the wire next to his eye, but it looks like a factory twist. Otherwise, you know, you're going to have to kind of just cut the tape and take a look at the back. But in any case, that's Mega Germ. And now it's time for the most rare, nigh unpurchasable Invader Zim Voot Cruiser limited edition statue of 510. This was definitely the hardest one to get. You know, these come up maybe like, you know, once a year, maybe two. I had to wait about a year to see this one. Let's see, I've seen 3 in my lifetime. So this one has been opened. It's a statue of you know, basically Invader Zim and Germ in the Voot Cruiser. And yeah, well, let's take a look. Okay, when we flip open the top, it's got styrofoam in there. It's actually just kind of in a case. So it's kind of sunk in there. And this is actually really heavy. Here we go. This thing is really heavy. It's probably about 2 pounds. I want to say. So this ship is pretty solid. But yeah, it's got Zim in there and Gur screaming. It's pretty tiny, so some good detail. There's some neat stories about well, how this was kind of a tough thing for them to fabricate, and came out with in different colors and such than it was intended to, but in the end, end up with some really nice detail in there. Here's the base, which has the hand numbering on the bottom. This one is number 39 of 510. So I was really happy to get number 39. I lost the auction on number 177. So number 39, yeah, I'll take that. Anyways, the first thing to break down in all these things is the adhesive. So, one of the felt pads is in the box still, but this just attaches in the bottom in a little hole. And he sits just like so. And you can see he's about as tall as my hand, so he's about 5 inches tall really in the end. And but he has great detail. You can see through the bubble, into the bottom of the ship, and everything. He does have detail in it. So there is the inside of the ship. Bottom of the ship has a contour to it as well. Here's the bottom. Suck it, 177. But this was hard to get. Anyways, that is the very rare Voot Cruiser polystone statue. Working on that ass. Moving right along. It's it's kind of downhill from here, but we're moving right along. We're gonna do the Wizard World Chicago exclusive here. It's got Zim in the old man suit and Gur in his dog suit there. That's great. And then we've got this little box of minifigures and stuff where we've got Beaver Gaz, Sausage Dib, Gur on the pig. That's the prize there. And well, we've got the Boy Scout Zim, basically. So yeah, well, let's just pop those right open. Motherfucker. I gotta say, that was a stubborn package. He was kind of wedged in there and stuff, but his antenna is through a hole in the back that it makes it almost impossible to get him out. I tried to cut it and kind of get him out there, but it's kind of popped his top off there, but I think just popped right back on, so I guess that's okay. The accessories here and stuff comes with a little rat and stuff. I can't really remember. I can't place this from the show immediately. Comes with the Chihuahua though. That's really cool. And let's see, this thing, I can't remember what device that was. I think that's the device they were using that day when he had to. Oh, wow! I just realized that. You pop his head off, and you can put some snacks in there because that's where he put everything that day when we were trying out the tracking system. So his head comes off, and you can just pop some things in there. Like maybe some donuts and stuff, that he can have in there instead of his tracking system. I guess that's kind of a blessing in disguise that, that happened. It also comes with a lunch tray. Hey, that's really cool. That'll go good in the, little school scene that they have there. So, yeah, I don't know. This device doesn't really fit in his hand or anything, so I'm not sure, how that really works. His arms, they articulate though. So, and I had just realized it, the leash that comes with Miss Bitters would be perfect for his hand and this dog. So there we go. That's how that couples in. We're just going to move him to the side. We'll put him into the shelf. Quickly, we'll open up these minifigures here. I've got this one that has this nice little tab. I hate it when they do that, you know. Let's see. You know, I mean, box is in pretty decent condition, but okay, there they are. Another stubborn box, for sure. That plastic, you really have to pry it apart to get these out, and you have such thin features on these things. You know, he's holding a test tube there. You know, he's got his ears off the back, little hairs there. That you know, it feels really crazy trying to wrestle him out, you know, the package. So, but anyways, we get the Germ on a pig, and look at him, he props up just like that. I don't know, these guys might be good to have, you know, go in this set. I know that one of them comes with the candies, you know, for him, so that's pretty cool. I can see that his base is tilted for some reason. It takes an upturn there, but you never know. I mean, these things are 15 years old, so. Well, that's great. I can see the up-close camera cut out on me, so, you know, chances are we've been watching this zoomed out, so, you know, here's the up-close version of Germ. Oh, here's the up-close version of all of them. Jeez. I love it when that happens. The next ones, we're just gonna kind of go over these ones. Let's see, this is the Toyfare exclusive. It's Zim and Germ. Zim's got the, you know, kind of a devious look on his face. And, of course, there's Germ on the side. Cute. This is the germ fighting Invader Zim character. Let's see, it also comes with Germ with his germs all over it. Comes with the space meat. 2005 Hot Topic exclusive. He could go in front of the command center, you know, with Zim, but you know, at this point I have, like, you know, so many copies of things and stuff stacking up on the shelf. I don't know if I can really fit it in. Well, that brings us to the end of the saga of Invader Zim Palisades toys, the complete unboxing. It's been a long road, a lot of great toys, but yeah. Anyways, let me know what you want to see next and stuff. You know, I collect things like anything Rick and Morty, pretty much anything Treehouse of Horror, anything Kid Robot, because hey, they're just super cool and stuff. So hey, shout out to Kid Robot and stuff. You want to send me a few things and stuff. Ding. Let me know in the comments what you're collecting, and you know, hey, I'll fire back with another one soon.